Kidding, that was just the HHN Arches. Here we are. How are you guys doing? What's up? Welcome back.
Hello.
Here we go. Hondo's here. He's getting ready to absolutely destroy this entire setup. We apologize. I know we had a stream set up for 8:30. We're like 10 minutes behind. We wanted to put a little like waiting lobby to get everybody in as well as we get settled, because usually by 8:28 we're rushing to get everything set up. So we're like, we'll buy us some time that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed that music. We, of course, me personally loves the like 80s synth, like, you know, retro kind of feeling to it, especially like HHN29 vibes. So I wanted to add that in there. And I think this fits perfectly for this live stream and the way that our channel is with the lights and how we do our theming. But because we have an announcement, and more importantly than that, Dracula's coming back. I mean, Team Dracula, guys, right? It's exciting stuff, at least for us. So make sure as we're going, I want to make sure you guys can hear us. You guys can see us. Everything is good. All good to go. Zone 7, yes, it actually is very much like Stranger Things music. I love the series of Stranger Things. So it kind of fits that vibe. And of course, the new season's coming out within a few days. So
really? A few days?
Yeah, I think May 27th. We're 10 days away.
I don't even know what day it was. What?
Hey, Steph. How you doing? Welcome back.
Like I said, I don't even know what day it is.
Yeah, it's honestly the way that today has been. It's been nonstop. Like we woke up to like, oh my gosh, like express passes have been released. They weren't even announced. They were just like released online. So we're like, okay, cool. Which honestly, we were like, it feels like HHN's been getting lazier and lazier with their stuff. Hey, hear me out. I know they may hate me for that, but it's like, oh, cool. Like there's express passes. Neat. Thanks for telling us. And then even their first announcement, they didn't even make the announcement first. It was another third-party company that did that. So it was like, so I feel like HHN's been slacking. And then, lo and behold, they just whip up one of the best little promo commercials I've seen.
It was a good promo commercial.
It was beautiful. And speaking of that, first house announcement we got is, I almost said HHN, but no.
It's HHN.
It's HHN.
Woo! That's all that matters, right?
Universal Classic Monsters Legends Collide, featuring Dracula, and Dracula. And then, of course, you got Wolfman and Mummy in there. But you got the three going at it. There's a little story about it, too, that we'll get into depth through this live, as well as we'll talk about the express passes and details and stuff. I do want to say that we are also going to be doing videos on those. We're going to do video on the house some point this week.
Probably filming
maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll film tomorrow. So hopefully I can get out tomorrow. If not, it probably usually takes at least a day of editing. So maybe the next day. And then we'll do a full breakdown of the express passes and get that out as well. But man, it's great. We got content. Like we're busy. My mind is blowing up. Even like, I don't know if you guys seen it. Look at this. Got the new shirts in. I ran to Universal real quick. Got us some shirts and stuff. Honestly, like, let me do this. Hold up. Oh, I got the wrong hand.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to cover the other two. Team Dracula, right? Yeah. Anyways, so we got the shirts. We're repping it. I hope all of you guys are doing great. We're going to try to get into your comments here soon and try to keep up with you guys, but we have a lot to talk about. So what we're going to go and do first is I'm going to pull up the screen here, and all together as a family, I don't know if I can. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to see if I can make this work for you guys. But all together, we're going to go ahead and watch that promo. I'm sure all of you guys have seen it. We've seen it, 50,000 times. But we're going to watch it. We're going to pull it up. I don't know if the audio is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. So let's go ahead and try this out.
I'm telling you, you missed out.
I'll come out next time, but I'll see you later on tonight.
Just text me.
Bye.
I know. Is the audio?
Look at that. It's exciting. Dracula.
Universal Monsters, Legends.
Oh, that looks
Collide.
awesome.
Only
That
at
looks so
Universal's
cool.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. Was there audio? Audio's working perfect. Thank you. Because it's so weird. We don't have headphones and we don't have the audio. And every pro is like, make sure you got headphones in. And we're like, yeah, we got those.
Yeah.
So we don't really get to hear what's playing out. But I hope you guys enjoyed that promo. I hope you guys woke up,
It's good.
whether you were in a bad mood or good mood, and saw this announcement and was like, yeah, HHN's coming. September 2nd. And I honestly, that's my number one house right there. But we're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a video down the road that is like our most anticipated and all that. That's gonna be part of our Countdown to HHN series that we do in August. Yeah. And I can tell you that's gonna be my most anticipated already. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
It's
anything
finally
with Dracula, Brian's gonna be
most
excited for.
I know as we were waiting in the lobby, I saw some of you guys comment saying that Wolfman, Mummy, or whatever. I don't think anybody said Mummy. Who's Team Mummy here? Go ahead and like hashtag Team Mummy if you're Team Mummy, hashtag Team Wolfman if you're Team Wolfman, and hashtag Team Dracula if you're Team God Dracula. So I want to see who's on whose team. Real talk though, Mummy, cool, whatever. I love Mummy personally, the aesthetic and all.
Yeah, Mummy's cool.
Mummy's cool, but if we're having them face off each other, I think it's Dracula and Wolfman. I think that's
I agree.
Kind of the battle.
Yeah.
And then Wolfman, cool. He's strong. He's got claws. He's fast, durable. Yeah, I get it. But Dracula, he's strong. He's fast. He can fly. He's durable. He's got claws. He can also technically shapeshift into a wolf as well, like a wolfhound. And he can change into a bat. Somebody, I think Mr. Disney King, somebody said that you can go ahead and like when he turns into a bat, trap him. It's like, let me know last time you trapped the bat now in a cage. But ain't no trapping Dracula now. So
Dracula also can like seduce people.
Oh yeah.
He can like read your mind
and all.
Like, change your thoughts.
Hey, my man is the ultimate supreme. And then they had the Morbius movie that came out, which is supposed to kind of be like Dracula, and a lot of people said it was bad. We didn't go see it, unfortunately. I don't think we will. We're not trying to bring our hopes down.
If it's as bad as we heard, we don't want to.
We don't want to do that. But looks like we got Wolfman, Dracula. Any mummy? Anybody with mummy here? No? No mummies?
No, just Wolfman and Dracula. Lots of Wolfman.
Oh no, we got a mummy. Yes, we do have a mummy.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So there are some. Oh, there's quite a bit. There's a lot of mummies. All right.
What would your argument be for mummy?
Yeah. If you guys were Team Mummy, what would you think would give him the advantage?
Just the coolest looking. To you. Sorry.
We about ended this live stream real quick. So, anyways, that is the promo we just showed you guys and stuff that they had. Incredible stuff. We love it.
Michelle.
What?
It's like catching a bat makes me think of The Office. when
Dwight
catches the bat over Meredith's head.
See, it wasn't easy, right? And then Meredith had to go to the hospital. See?
Yeah.
And that's just him in his bat form.
Rabies.
Yeah. So. But they just Hondo, is he on a cord?
I don't know.
He's being a menace now.
He still thinks he's 20 pounds.
Yeah, he's actually 45 pounds now, still 5 months. He'll be turning 6 months soon.
Yeah.
It's exciting. We're excited.
He'll have his half of a year birthday.
Half of a year birthday. So HHN went ahead and they tweeted this out as well. They said 3 times the terror. Now, this is like the promotional little picture that they have here. I'm going to pull it up as a larger picture for you guys to check out. But this is exciting stuff. Honestly, I mean, just like our shirts and stuff, I really like the aesthetic of this. They kept the classic monsters in this more like modern take, which is very popular in HHN29 with the classic monsters house that they had. Obviously, one of our favorites. But this picture alone, it looks good. It's clean. They're their modern version. I like how it's not the colored version of themselves from 2019. I like how they changed it up and made them look like they're more on a silver screen as a modern take. It gives me like flashbacks of when they did something silver screen or something like HHN. One of you guys know. But it looks like that. I mean, it's kind of a movie feature that they had and they come out of the rip in the silver screen. I can't remember. One of you guys, if you know, please let us know. But I love the aesthetic to the colors, especially with the reds and hieroglyphics. I mean, this is like very mummy-like cool on the edging, so very neat. We liked it. So good stuff.
I saw Silver Screams the Usher.
Yeah. So maybe we get Usher? Possibly, right?
So this comment
what you got here?
According to John Murdy, the Halloween or Holly. Oh my god!
You got it, baby.
Guys,
I trust in you.
It's
to do
only
this.
Tuesday. Hollywood Maze is part 1 and Orlando is part 2 of the story. So that's interesting.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we go to Hollywood this year,
that's the beginning of the story.
then we'll get both parts of the story.
Maybe we have to take a trip to Hollywood.
Yeah,
maybe
we might have to.
Maybe I would love to, honestly, with the way that the speculation lineup looks like for Hollywood. That'd be nice. Real quick, Hollywood actually just got a bigger announcement than we did. Technically, they got their dates officially and tickets and stuff, so that's exciting for them. Yay, West Coast, welcome. But going back to what John Murdy said, though, it's kind of interesting. I wonder how part 1 would be, because if you go through part 1 in Hollywood, then it's like, does it finish and then we're the closer kind of deal, or does it? I don't know. So the good thing is, the way that I look at it is like, they're not going to be identical. There's still going to be differences to make people want to go and see them, especially to make it a continuous story. I think it's really cool. And we heard that John Murdy also officially released and announced that Slash is going to be making the music for this house. I don't know. Is that both houses? I think he said both houses, or at least the one in Hollywood. I think it's for both houses. So that's cool news too. So we got some music.
Love Slash.
We got a house. We have express tickets. I mean, just look at this. Dracula, guys. Dracula.
That's all Brian cares about.
I'm really stoked, guys.
You can see this little, like, what do you call that?
What? The what?
This thing.
I don't think they can see it much. It's closed off. If you guys can, we're gonna bring.
We have all of our stuff on here is all Dracula.
I mean, let's see if I can get it to. It's probably not going to focus much, but I got a Dracula. What is it?
Like
$1 million bill.
$1 million bill.
I got it. This is real money too. So
we have a Dracula Funko Pop.
Yeah. So I mean, we got Dracula Funko Pop going on here. I mean, we got a Dracula pin. We got Dracula contacts, Dracula blood, Dracula candles, Dracula pie, Dracula lounge chair, Dracula bedding.
That little figure that they had last year. That's really cute.
Do we look alike?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So anyways,
I love Dracula.
Dracula is one of our favorites. I mean, obviously, it's a very special thing for Steph and I. I mean, literally, that's how we met. So we carry that very close to our hearts. So it's cool to see Dracula. Anyways, this is not just a Dracula live stream. So sorry that we're just diving into the realms of Dracula, but we got a house announcement. It's really cool. The aesthetic of it looked great. Very much reminiscent of the Silver Screams, which with the Usher, he was the icon of that year because those were movie posters. The guy was coming out of a movie theater, just watched a movie or something like that. He had popcorn, all that stuff, which I've never seen anybody walk out of a movie theater with a full bucket of popcorn and the Twizzlers and stuff. Like, I guess did he buy it on his way out?
I don't.
I get it, but it looks really good. It's nice to see those monsters come back, and especially to continue the classic monsters being at HHN.
Yeah.
Yes. Great house.
I feel like
can't wait.
I feel like next year, this is way too early to be speculating, but I feel like next year we're gonna get a creature just by himself house.
I hope. We wanted that this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It'd be great. I mean, Gilman, a lot of people want to see Gilman. So.
Maybe it'll be Creature versus Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I would love a Phantom house too.
A very interesting combo.
They're good at what they do, so we'll see how it goes. I know one person that'd be excited to see Gilman come up. So, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we do get Gilman, but that's for next year. I would love just to have a full year where each classic monster gets their own house. It's a year of just classic monsters. So, but moving forward, so that's the announcement, of course, that we just talked about. We showed you guys the promo video. We also posted some on our Instagram and stuff, which I did a little poll on Instagram to see, Team Dracula, Wolfman, and Mummy. And of course, it's unanimous. Unanimous? No, not unanimous. It's
anonymous.
It's anonymous. It was anonymous who voted, but it's a unanimous vote that Dracula is the winner. I mean, But let's go ahead and we're going to look at the Universal website real quick. I'm going to be looking down for a second. Steph, just smile to the family there. But as you can see right now, they have the entire cast right. I mean, Dracula, Wolfman, Mummy. It just looks great. I love this whole aesthetic that they're going for. It's very, it's got the hieroglyphics like mummy, you know.
And
So,
then there's like some blood and
yeah, I mean, really cool stuff. But the important thing, though, on the websites, we go to tickets and we go down here, we can see they have the Halloween Horror Nights Express Pass. Now, this is the biggest thing that we can honestly recommend to anybody when they go to HHN. First timers, 1,000-timers, whatever timer you are, the Express Pass is super important to guarantee that you're going to have one heck of a night, because there was nights we would go, and last year we didn't have Express Pass. We only had it for what, 1 or 2 nights? I think it was 1 night.
1 night.
We had it for opening night, and then we just got the frequent fear pass, so we can go to the event every day, except for it wasn't the ultimate one, so we couldn't go every Saturday. But man, there were some nights where like we wish we should have just spent the extra like $200-$300 to have Express Pass for the entire event, because the nights were busy.
There was even one night that we literally like looked at the lines, decided we're not going in any houses tonight because the lines were just ridiculous. So we went on Men in Black. And then while we were in line for Men in Black, one of our subscribers actually recognized us and had, what do they call it at Universal? I don't know, a DAS pass, and was able to get us. To
actually get us
more access. We could get into some of the houses, and we were like, "Dang, it would have been really nice to have this for every night," because there were some nights that we would go and just not go through any house.
Yeah,
we would just go through the scare zones.
We just walk around the scare zones and maybe get lucky with case files, because case files sometimes would be like a 30-minute wait or a 40-minute wait around that time. We're like, oh, we'll just go and wait. But we really wish we invested in that, which this year we're saving up to invest that. It's going to be a chunk, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Especially if we're going to go as much as we do. But getting back to the Express Passes here, they start off at Hondo knocking everything off. They start off at $89.99. Don't trust that. A lot of people say that like, oh, $89. That's literally like 2 nights, guys. If we're going to go in, I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So if we're going to click for, like, let's say one person, $89.99, what days are that? It's just September 7th and September 21st. Now, these are just the starting price. The average price for all the nights combined pretty much is like $140. As you can see, I mean, they go up to even $190. That's crazy. October 22nd and October 15th, it's $190. So it's a lot, and this is per person, and this is separate on your single night ticket or whatever ticket you have, even the frequent fear pass, unless you have the Express Pass added onto that. But these these are crazy, and this is just what they were posted as. Now, for Express Pass, I don't know. Oh, that's not what I want. For Express Pass, I don't know.
Scared.
Yeah, a lot of people they'll wait on it, but if you know you're going to HHN and you know the dates, book Express Pass right away, because those prices will go up. And some nights, not majority, but a good amount of nights, they will sell out of Express Pass. So don't rely on waiting or getting there at the park, because
the price will go up.
They're gonna go up. Yeah. So that, I mean, that's the news that we have with HHN right now. I mean, we got Express Pass. I know this was released on the website earlier this morning, which we're like, oh, cool, but bummed us out. And then we're still waiting for the frequent fear passes, which people like us, locals who are waiting on that, like, all right, single night tickets are out. Okay, Express Pass tickets are out.
Yeah.
Like, all right, price is going up. Where's our tickets?
Was last year too.
Oh yeah, I think we waited till June 17th, a month from now. Actually, is when we had freaking fear passes released. I believe so.
2 questions I wanted to go over real quick.
Yeah.
It might make more sense to do a VIP or RIP tour. We actually are working on a video about RIP tour and the pros and cons and is it worth it and all of that. So we'll definitely have that coming out at some point.
That video was supposed to be done 3 weeks ago, guys.
But
it's my fault.
It really depends on what kind of experience you're looking for. There are definitely pros to an RIP tour. And if you absolutely want to make sure that you're getting through all of the houses quickly, not having to wait in any lines, and you like the backstory to the houses, the RIP tour could be really good. And with the price of Express Pass this year, it might be worth it to do that. But there are some cons to RIP Tour, which we will talk about in that video. So when it comes out, sure to watch that.
Like Steph said, we're going to get more in depth with that video. But really, the RIP tours are great. If you have the money to splurge, go ahead. If you're a local, if you want to go one night, of course, we plan to do it one night. Maybe not this year, but down the road, depending on what the lineup is. If the lineup is strong, I mean, I would love to see Dracula, of course. So we may look into that. But it's like starting at like $250 per person for the RIP tour. And then the private RIP tour, of course, is way more. But usually we recommend this for somebody who's just coming for one night. That's all they have, a quick, they're like, and they want to do everything.
And isn't super familiar with the park. Because you may waste a lot of time just like trying to figure out where everything is. If you've like never been to Universal before, or you're not familiar with the park, where RIP Tour, you don't really need to know where anything is because they just take you there. Yeah. But if you're pretty familiar with the park, you're going multiple nights, you might not necessarily need or want an RIP tour. Yeah. We'll get into it more in the video. Yeah. When we do that, which we actually have the script going. We were going to get it done like tonight. Tonight was recording night for it. And then we had the announcement. So we'll do it sometime this weekend and get it out probably next week for you guys. Yeah. But yeah, we'll go into it more and stuff because there's a lot there's really a good amount to talk about it because there's a lot of info with it, but I think it's very opinionated on what experience you want. Yeah. And a lot of things that you might not consider, if you have never done it before. Yeah, we've never done it before. Just saying. So, was there another thing that you wanted to? I forgot what it was. Okay. Now that my mind is like completely gone, what I was gonna say, but our schedule that we want to talk to you guys about, real quick. Side note. We had the RIP tour video that we were going to do that briefly explains on what we just said. We were going to do that tonight and get it up probably on Wednesday or Thursday, sometime around that. And then we had the announcement, of course, happen today. So we're doing... Come here. Don't go that way. Come here. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. We're doing the live stream today. But our next video that we do is probably going to be on the house announcement itself as a standalone video. We may spend about 4 minutes or so, 5 minutes in that video, just to get it out there and show you guys, or if anybody can't make it to the live stream, they don't have to watch this hour-long live stream for something like that. They can watch a more in-depth, broken-down video that we can go ahead and like had some flavor to it, I guess you can call it. And then next up, we'll do the express passes. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we can do the house video, get it up on Thursday if HHN doesn't do anything else this week, and then on Thursday or Friday we can get recording on the next video, the express passes, get it sometime this weekend, and then this weekend film the RIP one, and then get it up sometime around maybe next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that, midweek. We want to try to space out the content, but as well, if we do that and then HHN starts pouring some announcements on us, we're going to get behind quick. Yeah. But another thing we've been working on too, for those of you who don't follow us on Instagram, you might not know, we're doing a small, like a little short film series that we're trying out. Where Stephanie is the lead character there, taking it over. So, he's he just had an accident right in front of us, guys. Thanks, Ando. Well, that's having a dog for you. He hasn't had an accident in weeks, and he just had one now. Okay, cool. R.I.P. carpet. Anyways, so we are working on this film series that we're trying out on Instagram. It's like a small, like little reels that we're doing, and we're showcasing. I don't want to get into depth and do any spoilers and all that, but we've been working on that with our friend Unfriendly Hero on Instagram. If you guys don't know him, check him out. Amazing content from that guy. He knows what he's doing, so it's really nice to have him on our team to be able to go ahead and do this series, which we enjoy. We may have to clean that up. Yes, we will definitely have to clean that up. I pushed you back a little bit just in case. Okay, thank you. So, so we're working on that, and we had the first video that came out last week on Thursday, I believe it was, and then the second episode to that video should come up tomorrow. Maybe it should. I have majority of it up. I just got to work with the audio and the sound design
and then we should have that up tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in that, check us out on Instagram. That's where we're going to go ahead and have this little film series that should tie along very well with Halloween Horror Nights and what they're doing for this year, and it leads up to the event. Like I said, don't want to give too many spoilers for it, but that's what we're working on Instagram. So we have a lot on YouTube we're trying to get to. We have a lot on Instagram. And then over on Patreon, I'm deciding that we're going to go ahead and put more like our spoilers to that series. It's going to go over to Patreon. I have 2 to 3 videos I'm working on for our Patreon members coming in the next week. So we have like 10 videos we're working on. And you guys know, as long as it takes for us to do a video, I mean, an announcement comes out today and usually everybody else has a video up today and we're just like, all right, we're going to record tonight. It's going to take me like 18 hours to edit this and then we'll have it up the next day, hopefully. So that's how usually we know we're not going to be the first ones up. So we appreciate you guys with the patience. Because we need it. Because Hondo, I can't believe he did that.
I knew he was going to. I had a feeling.
You know, he's at that age where he's like a baby. But he's getting into like his like 8-year-old self where he's learning how to talk back. He's learning how to like, if he doesn't get his way, he does something to get attention. And he found out that if we don't answer him after the 3rd time, he just comes over to us and has an accident right in front of us. I guess it's our fault. We always let him out. He never has a problem, but that happened live. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to have to clean this up. So, but anyways, let's go ahead. And let's get into some like Q&A with you guys. If you guys have any questions you guys want to talk about with like the house, with express passes or anything like that, or even just Dracula, of how cool he is and his powers, go ahead and type it in and stuff because we don't want to get too in-depth. You know, we wanted to spend like 30 minutes, which we realize we're at 34 minutes right now. And we just wanted to say like, hey, they made an announcement. We really did not expect it. It's awesome. It's here. We have a live stream that we already scheduled for today. We try to do every other Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. But I think by July, we're going to start going to every week. So it just so happened to fall on this day where HHN wanted to make an announcement to give us something to talk about.
They lined it up perfectly with our live on purpose.
Or, that's right, HHN. Yeah, they know what's going on. So, so that just magically happened today. So we're going to just talk about some like HHN upcoming like speculations, rumors, and things like that, and whatever we can pass the time with. And then HHN drops this, and now we have a house to talk about. We have express passes to talk about, and that's it. That's all we got. But
okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to read some questions.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Let's get into questions.
Would you rather get the frequent fear pass with express or frequent fear pass in one night with RIP? Express.
That's a great question. Us personally, we would get the frequent fear with express.
Just because we go so often. We would do like that one night of RIP and be like, that was awesome. But now we have 30 more nights where we don't have express.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And really and we'll talk more about this, of course, with this RIP video that we're going to work on. Freedom is a big thing to us when we go to the event.
Yeah.
To be able to like have flexibility and choose what we want to do and where we want to go means a lot to us. So to have frequent fear and the express pass. So if we decide like, hey, we're going to go here, and it's like, what houses do you feel? It's like, oh, I only want to do like 2 houses. We can hit them up with express pass, especially if it's a busy night, and then just call it a night. Yeah. Especially with having a dog. So Now let's go ahead and let's see. Longest wait that you've done with express. Honestly, longest wait, maybe 15 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Haven't waited really much. And the longest one I can remember, I think we did was Icons with Express. I think that was the longest one. Yeah. And it was it was 75-minute wait. It was a 75-minute wait on opening night. We did Express and we waited 15 minutes for it.
Yeah. I don't know how you remember that, but yeah.
It was first night because we got soaked. It was horrible.
That was pretty bad.
It was memorable, but horrible. And then we got one right here. Lily wants to know if you think Stranger Things will be announced when season 4 comes out. She wants to meet 11 in real life. Lily, we would love to see Stranger Things come to the event. We don't know if it's going to come to the event this year, but if it does, me personally, I think once they release the episodes and stuff so that the fans can see it, then I think HHN will
Yeah.
make that
I
announcement.
think they'll at least wait until afterwards, of course, because they don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
For the actual show through like
a
teasers,
promo or because they'll start putting stuff out there. So I think after that they'll have a commercial that they put together or a promotional video.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like Stranger Things would be like a late June announcement, mid to late June, or I don't know, maybe even later because they have the part 2 that comes out in July. So that Stranger Things could even be a late announcement compared to the rest. I honestly, obviously we got a leak for this house, and we thought that Weekend was going to be like the first thing pretty much announced because it looks like it's going that way. But then this was announced, so I feel like, okay, the Weekend will be the second thing. But then Stranger Things is coming out soon too, so
we have no idea.
I think either it'll be the first week after Stranger Things is released. If not, it'll be late July. That's what I'm banking on for Stranger Things, if it happens. And also, thank you so much for $5. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like we said, you don't have to do that, but we're very grateful because that'll help get the cleaning product to clean the carpet from Hondo. Love that. All right.
How busy was the store with the new merchandise drop?
So today it dropped at 3:00 and it was like 2:30 and I was rushing to get certain videos done and stuff like that. So I didn't get there at 3:00 when the drop happened. I got there around like 3:40. It's like 3:40. I think it was like 3:30, 3:45. I walked right in. There was the Halloween Nightmare Fuel. No. What is that called? Horror makeup show. They just released. So there's a whole bunch of people coming out. And a couple of people were looking at it, but I honestly walked in, I grabbed my shirts and bought it and walked out. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So I don't think people were prepared for a Tuesday thing. I know the people who knew information was prepared, but other people like us were like, oh, Tuesday. Okay, cool. Yeah. Usually don't make announcements on Tuesday. All right. Now, I do want to bring this up. Is it Lena? I think Lena, right? Is that how you would say it?
Or like Lana.
Lana
Del Rey.
Lana Del Rey. Actually, that's cool. Wait, I thought they weren't working with Netflix. We don't know. I don't think that was a actual confirmed thing. If you guys know if that was a confirmed source, please let us know. Because we heard a lot of people talking about that, and they were like, oh, like they're not working with it. And then we heard people saying, oh, that's just like rumors. And then we heard people saying like, oh, the construction's happening. And there's like all kinds of words and stuff. But we haven't heard, us personally, haven't heard anything official. So unless we hear things official, we don't believe them until they're official. So.
Right. Are Wednesdays busy in October? So this is actually a good question and kind of funny because we released a video last year leading up to the event saying like, when are the best times to go to Horror Nights? And we said like Sundays and Wednesdays. And then whenever they have the occasional Monday or Tuesday, it's typically less busy. However, for some reason, God knows why, last year, Wednesdays were so busy.
I feel like Wednesdays overall were the busiest day.
They were so busy. There were some nights in like October, mid to late October, that the Wednesday nights were like 2-hour-long waits for multiple houses. And I think part of it is team members were blocked out most of the weekends. So they could only go on Wednesdays. So that created like a little bit more of team members going on Wednesdays, but for some reason we would see a lot of like younger kids there on Wednesdays, which
we noticed
interesting.
Younger groups there on that day, and also even throughout the event last year, all the rides they're usually busy. 5 to 15 minutes. They're usually sometimes walk-ons.
Yeah.
Last year, everything was an hour.
An hour, yeah.
At average, I remember we would go around and we're like, oh, let's just like do a ride, and it's like 60 minutes. We're like, what? Yeah. And Mummy was at 85 one point. 90 and 100. I mean, it was insane. So,
and we remember hearing from one of our friends who had frequent fear for all of the nights. We didn't have Saturdays. We couldn't go on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. We remember hearing a few of the Saturdays were like pretty chill, like not very busy.
Yeah.
For a Saturday. Of course, it's still busy, but for a Saturday. So
I remember
last year was like
It's just weird.
backwards.
Yeah, I mean, it was the first year they came back, obviously, from the
Yeah.
closure and stuff. So,
But it's hard to say. Is essentially what I'm trying to say.
I think it's going to take another 2 years until I think everything finds a pattern again. I think we're still picking up on what's going on. But Wednesdays on 2019 was dead. Remember when we worked in 2019? Wednesdays were absolutely dead for us. And then we had an occasional Tuesday. Tuesday was absolutely dead. But this year, I think they had the influx of people who purchased in 2020 and it got canceled, held that to go to 2021. And then I think a lot of people, and like Steph said, the team members were blocked out and Wednesday was like their only day they could go.
Yeah.
And so that was like the time a lot of them go, which Disney is horrible at this. They love blocking everybody out. I'm just putting out there. But Universal, I hope they don't go into that realm where they're blocking their team members out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Going as guests, it's enjoyable to see team members be able to enjoy the event because they work it.
Single Rider Adventures made a good comment as well that I didn't really think about before, but the other haunts in the area are typically only weekends.
Yeah,
so
that
it
is
makes
true.
sense. It's the only one running
On a Wednesday. So
Wednesdays.
yeah, if a lot of people get time to go.
Yeah.
It's a good
Makes
point.
sense.
But I don't know. We're going to be, because last year, we were going off of 2019 when we created our videos. So when we were leading up saying like, oh, what's like the least busiest day and all those things, it kind of flopped around. And then we went last year and we're like, this is not normal. Like this is like slammed every single night.
Yeah.
So this year we're going to take a different approach when we make those videos. All we're going to pretty much keep saying is like, if you can afford it, buy Express Pass, buy it now. Like, boom,
Yeah.
It's up. They're up. Buy them now if you can. If you know the days you're going, get an Express Pass. I promise you, we're not fooling around here. Like this is serious. We don't want you guys to go and then be like, man, we wish we would have had it because everything is an hour, 2 hour wait, and then you only get 4 houses done for the night and you're bummed out. Having an Express Pass is worth it. I can't express that enough, guys. Don't get me hot. Don't get me heated up. All right. What else do we got? Chris does things. Does the trailer with all of the Easter egg kill the idea of the Pumpkin Lord being an icon? I don't think so. I still think that Pumpkin Lord could be an icon. It looks like Usher could be, obviously, with the movie theme, but this is just for one house, right? We have plenty of years where there's an icon and there's houses that have no relation to it at all. I mean, think about it. Last year, we had Jack, right? Jack was kind of the main icon with the other icons and stuff like that for last year's event, and we had Huntington Hill House. They have no correlation at all. Classic Monsters is technically an IP. Technically, we count it as an original type of house because they create the original story for it. But since it's an actual intellectual property that they own, it's very weird on the wording with that. You can make an argument for either or. Yeah. I don't think that a Classic Monsters house would have any tie into the Pumpkin Lord. So I think the originals or things like that, or just the overlay of the theme could still be Pumpkin Lord themed. But I don't think Classic Monsters would reveal anything like that or kill the idea for it.
Yeah.
So.
Have you done Unmasking the Horror and is it worth it? Yeah, last year was the first time we did it.
Amazing.
And we actually did it the last week of the event, right?
Yeah, it was the last week. Yeah, it was the last week of the event. We went with Unfriendly Hero.
Yes.
And
definitely worth it. I will say get sleep the night before because it is in the morning. So don't stay up at Horror Nights until 2 a.m. and then try to come back at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. to do it because you'll be
go
like
that
this
night
whole
to
day.
HHN.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you'll be struggling, but it's
worth it.
So worth it.
It's fun. And so cool. Another tip with Unmasking the Horror Tour. Can you go check him? What is he doing?
Just zoomies.
He's running around. Another tip with the Unmasking the Horror Tour. In September, I would think that the prices are cheaper. But earlier the event starts, or the beginning of the event in September and all, the pricier the Unmasking the Horror Tour is. The later as the event goes on, the cheaper the event becomes. I get a feeling why, because all the hardcore fans want to get it out of the way and do it right then and all. So if you guys get a chance, go for a later one because they're going to be a little more cheaper, but they're incredible. They have a 3-house tour and a 6-house tour. You got to do the 6-house tour because you get the most.
Oh, yeah.
But,
and they'll tell you which ones are on which, right?
I believe so. I think last year they did.
Yeah.
They used to not do that.
Because we only wanted to do the 3 initially, but we heard that the 3 was only going to be like, there was only one house on there that we really cared to go through. So we were like, well, we'll do the 6 because.
Yeah. Will there be death scenes in the Monsters Legends Collide Maze? Don't know. I really don't.
I'm trying to think
there
if there
could
were
be
in our house.
No, because they were
I don't
just
think
featuring
so.
us. So, but they're going against each other. So, I mean, maybe.
I don't think so. That's my
Bride of Frankenstein Lives. They had the Dracula's Brides, which they were, and then Gilman was randomly, and that house was like.
That's true.
That was weird to us, especially because the Bride of Dracula. I mean, they're just as strong as Dracula. They would destroy Frankenstein, and I mean that's just us. Let's just say that. But in all honesty, I don't know because you have these 3 major like head icons. There could be. They definitely could do like a swap out at the end of the house, like who's like on top, where they have that one character there, just like they did icons last year, or they could just have all 3 of them pretty much go at it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to take a look at that.
Someone did say they tell you what houses you're doing when you check in for the tour the day of, but I could have sworn we saw which ones were which online.
We did, and I feel like because when we got them, but I think as the event goes on, I don't know if they changed the 6-house tour and the 3-house tour. I wonder if it's the same houses throughout the whole run. Because if so, if you have a friend that does it the first night, they're going to be like, this is what we did for the 3-house tour and this is what we did for the 6-house tour.
Maybe that's how we found out.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
I gotta look into it again.
I could have sworn it was on Universal's website or something. I don't know.
They might be posting it later. They won't post it now, obviously, because the houses haven't been announced. So, but yeah.
I think the Legends house may feature different winners. I agree. Kind of like Icons last year. They'll feature or wasn't it Freddy versus Jason? Didn't they have?
I think so.
One of them won depending on
they do
when
that
you
too.
go through the house. So I could see them doing that for sure. They honestly I feel like when they do that, typically it's just like one of them is in the last scare. Depending on when you go through, they just switch out who's in the last scare.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see that. I think it'd be cool.
Look who just showed up, Derek. Way to make it. Just got here. Y'all hyped for this announcement. 50 minutes ago, and we're still hyped, obviously. Real quick, are you Team Dracula? Right? Cool, good. Glad we agree. Welcome to live, Derek. Great to have you. But yeah, we're for those who are joining, for those who are here or stuff, or whoever's been saying, we're going to kind of go back over it. Halloween Horror Nights made an announcement. First house announcement this year for both coasts, West Coast, East Coast. We have HHN Hollywood, HHN Orlando. It is Universal Classic Monsters Legends Collide. We are wearing the merchandise that
someone asked for the back. The back's just black.
Oh yeah, back in black. But yeah, I mean, very very awesome, cool looking merchandise. We're very thankful that Universal. No, nobody gave us this. We bought it. But this is good stuff. We were excited. The promo video for it was incredible. We're probably even going to play it one more time before we close it up just because it was that good. And then we also got express passes.
Yeah.
So, but they're just for single night tickets and stuff like that. Yeah. So for any of you guys joining, that's what we talked about earlier in the live. And we're just kind of going over some Q&As right now and just talking about little things like that and what we're excited for. So
we did also get a hashtag Team Hondo. We were hashtag Team Hondo before he had his accident.
Yeah, and then we still got to clean that up. That's driving me nuts. That guy is a menace. He's a menace to society. We stepped out the other night. We went to Springs to do some shopping, and we have a little camera to look at him and keep an update on him. Yeah. And we're like, we're gonna let you out of the cage and let you have freedom. And he's been doing great. Recently this week, he decided to honestly say, you know what, guys?
Screw
you. I'm going to go ahead and destroy the couch. So he took one of our ottomans. Somehow he took the Velcro off. He with his hands, he has thumbs, and he picked it up. I don't know how he took it off because I have to rip it off.
I don't know.
He lifted it off. He put it down, and he just tore it pieces.
Tore into it.
Oh
and
my gosh,
we watched him on the video sit down on it after he had tore it all up and literally went, oh,
yeah. Hey,
Did you just
honestly, that was the promo for the Wolfman right there.
Literally.
Hey, man.
We're like, are you just telling us like to go screw ourselves?
That's what he was doing. And he did earlier right now. He's like, how's the live going?
Nobody's paying attention to me. He's just having Zoom.
He's a menace. He's a menace. Ozzy, sorry I'm late, but I'm loving the shirts. Glad we getting Original Monsters Team Dracula.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for the $5, by the way. But yeah, hey, welcome to the live.
Team Dracula.
I also want to put this out there. I know like it's a Tuesday. It's 8:30 p.m. We have people on the West Coast who are joining.
It's 9:30 p.m.
Well, it's 9:30 now, but when we start, 8:30.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
over there to them, it's still a little somewhat early in the afternoon. We will be changing our live stream schedule. I think later in June, we're going to go into Friday nights, possibly, or like Saturday nights, so we can get more people available. I'll put a poll in our YouTube like community page and see what you guys think. But I don't think the Tuesday streaming is going to work out for us once we get into August and September. We're going to go into like Fridays and stuff like that for you guys. So we'll change that up. So I know like some people, they've been messaging us saying like, we can't make it out on Tuesday nights, unfortunately. So we're going to try to find a time frame that works for everybody, or at least a good majority of people.
We need pizza twisted taters. I can see that. They did that whole like twisted tater with a hot dog thing.
We have, the Frankencoil, I think it was called.
So they could definitely do like a pizza version.
Yeah. Tater tots.
Pizza and everything.
Like just the pizza fry sounds good right now.
Yeah, pizza tater tots would be good too.
HHN food is like incredible. Like, oh my gosh. That's another video, another week.
They need to bring back. I'm gonna say this, and then we'll be done with food. And
we don't have to be done with food
until we have a food conversation.
We can change this live stream to a food conversation if we want.
But I don't care what, like, there's no Jack or Chance this year. If there is no Jack or Chance this year, I want that PB&J.
The No Chance in Hell PB&J.
They can rename it. I don't care. Just that same thing. They need to have that again this year.
That was amazing.
Amazing.
My favorite was from the Haunting of Hill House. It was the brisket. Oh,
that was good too.
Oh my gosh. The brisket was so good. They even had a jalapeno one.
I like the jalapeno one better. But they're very good. There's like a jalapeno popper. There's like cream cheese and everything.
HHN makes some good food, guys. And then they make some really terrible food too.
That's true.
Like the little candy, like it was a pork, like pulled pork on like candy. With hard candy. That was terrible.
Or not pulled pork. I don't know.
It was something. Hashtag Team Brisket, guys. Hashtag Team Brisket. Gosh, that was so good, guys. That was so good. Actually, what we're going to do once we get this live stream done, we're going to tear this down and we're going to watch that food video we did.
Oh, gosh.
You guys need to check it out. Let us know if you guys enjoy that. If you guys like seeing like a food video of HHN. Like I said, it takes us a while for the videos that we do when we edit it, the style we're trying to do. So it might not be like the first week like everybody else does. We may do it more like October. And the reason being for that's like we like to try to space out some content, of course, but also like we like October, like the first week of October for some reason for me is the most special week of HHN because I think it's officially October. We still have a full month of HHN. We just had a full month already. We're in the spirit. All the scare actors have caught up. The food's great. We know what we like. And that's usually when we do a food video. Because that's like, to me, that's the most exciting day I look forward to HHN is our food day.
It honestly would be nice. Brian's probably going to fight me on this. But it would be nice to do like the food split up. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. After our food day last year, my stomach was not right for like a week. So I think I had one highlighted.
I'm so sorry.
To look at.
I passed it.
But if we could like split it up into like a few, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks of filming the different food, that way we can get like real in depth with it. And we're not just like, oh my God, this is our 10th booth that we've tried and it tastes good, but I feel sick. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. All right, on to the next question.
We could do that. and then have one day where Brian just tries all the HHN food.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll make a separate video where Brian tries every single thing at HHN.
In one
And
night,
you guys
in
get to
under
watch
an
him
hour, and you have
get
to watch
sick.
me absolutely devour it. Devour it.
And then get really sick.
Yeah, I'll get sick later, but it's worth it. What was the other thing you said that you highlighted?
Oh, Jackson. Do you think the Horror Nights site will come back, or do you think they will continue to use the Universal site?
Great question, Jackson, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want you to say that, but great question.
I hope they bring the Horror Nights site back. I think Brian is under the assumption that they're working on something, and it may be a little different.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to change the layout of the screen. That's why when you click on it, it goes to the Universal Orlando Resort one. At least, did you see that?
Yeah, it's up here.
What is it?
I don't know.
What is that?
It's just a fuzz.
It's the fuzz. It's the fuzz. So yeah, I think they're working on some things on the website because last year they had the actual Halloween Horror Nights website, which was fine. I hope this is one thing I'm feeling. I hope they don't take people to the Universal, like their normal website, whether it's Hollywood or Orlando. I hope they don't take them there just so they can buy like additional Universal stuff. Like, you know, that's just me. But I really do think that they're going to bring it back. I hope so. And I think that they're just working on some of the layout, and that's why they haven't released it. And
Yeah.
I don't know who's working on it or if they even have the personnel doing that. So I feel like that's why we haven't seen it. It's been agitating. You click on Horror Nights and then you got to click on the location that you're going to, and it's like, oh, it goes to the normal website. Did you guys hear that? That was thunder. We're having greatest. It's like storming here in
It's a good
Orlando.
aesthetic.
It's amazing. So yeah, so that's what I feel. So now we got one of my favorite Halloween Horror Nights YouTubers there is,
Mhm.
the Hotline. If you guys don't know the Hotline, he's somebody that's far out West Coast, so we don't get him over here on the East Coast. But he said, you guys rock, keep up the good work. Can't wait to hit up Orlando this year. Hopefully we get to see you at the event. But if you guys are into HHN Hollywood stuff, we don't really talk about Hollywood.
No.
We may, as the years go on, especially if we plan to go visit, we'll bring some information, but we focus on Orlando, of course.
Right.
But if you're going to go to Hollywood, there's only one person you need to check out, and that's the Hotline.
Yes.
Amazing videos.
100%.
I don't know how he gets the quality in his things. I just don't know. So, but Hotline's great to check out. Please check him out. Also, this is Unfriendly Hero.
Yeah, there you go.
This guy right here. It's another one of the greatest Instagram Halloween Horror Nights accounts. And I don't say that because like we do a lot of work together. It's honestly truly amazing to see his content. He said Team Ghostface. I hope we can get Ghostface at the event this year.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like HHN teased it with that phone thing that they had. Remember?
Or you were just looking into it.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Team Ghostface. Team Dracula still wins. Anyways. But let's go and catch up with some of the comments here. Because you guys are awesome. We're still getting Team Hondo, which, yeah, Team Hondo is great. So
I love that comment. My man over here freaking out over fuzz while talking about one of the most popular horror events of the year. Yeah. That's
me,
that's
guys.
Brian.
That's what I do. I am not a horror guy. And we
He
have a Horror
sits
Nights
up-
channel.
He sits up and edits these like videos where it's like Michael Myers and Ghostface and
Some creepy,
like creepy
demonic
music
stuff.
and stuff. And then it's like the middle of the day and he hears the ice maker go off and he's like, what was that?
Did you guys hear that? Yeah. I'm not a huge horror fan, but I love Horror Nights. And then all of these videos and the edits that I've been working on is horror themed. So I don't know what I'm doing with myself, but it's ending up making me go crazy throughout the day. So, but anyways, we are coming up to an hour of the live stream. The battery is yelling at us right now.
Of course.
You guys know RIP battery for you originals.
Yeah. We need to find somewhere to plug it in.
Yeah, we've been doing some research and stuff. And I honestly, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. We've been working on some things for this live stream. We added that little thing in the beginning. That's going to be a whole different thing. I'm working on a big project. I'm not going to overpromise, but I'm going to put it out there. I'm working on a big project for our live streams to make them fun. I want a waiting thing, just like that one, but it's going to be like CGI. It's going to be interactive. You're going to have some old elements of HHN in there. So there's going to be a couple things we're working on, but I need more than a couple days to work on that. As well as some music in the background. We're going to have music going on. We're also going to have some on-screen elements. There's a lot of things we're working on, and I hope the quality's better, because I noticed in our last live, our few lives, the quality hasn't been too great, and it's been like a little laggy and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're trying to fix that. We're not too sure why that's happening. I wonder if it's from the camera, it's audio. We're not tech people. So we're learning some of that stuff. So I hope that everything looks pretty good, because we don't know. And the audio, we've got a lot of things to work on.
That's a good comment there.
What?
I don't know what I was trying to say. Add HHN trivia on screen for the pre-show. It's a good idea.
Actually, I like that.
I like that.
Maybe
too.
we'll do that.
Yeah. It's like when you're waiting for animal actors and they have the.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that was
like
what
for
came
shows
to
and they have that.
mind.
No, that's true though. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I was also, if you notice where he had the Brian from Orlando little logo going like this, I originally was gonna have it bouncing off like an old like VHS like symbol,
This is like the DVD
and then
thing.
yeah, and have everybody watching it to see if it hit the corner, and then as it's about to hit the corner, it goes away and we're starting.
There's another
Yeah.
one of those Office references. Two Office.
It is an Office reference, yeah. Just throwbacks. You know, we like classic stuff, so we're gonna go to do that. But I like the idea of doing an HHN trivia on the street pre-show. So I mean, look into that.
I like that question. Do you think we'll get the Brides of Dracula?
Brides of Wolfman, Mummy, and Dracula.
I don't care about Wolfman and Mummy, but Brides of Dracula.
I would.
I
love
mean,
to
we
see
got them
again
last
first.
year, but they looked weird.
Yeah, HHN messed up the house.
I don't like that.
It's unfortunate, but you know, whatever. So now, here we are with an hour and 3 minutes. This is when we cut it off. This is usually when the battery dies. So we're gonna wrap it up. This has been a great hectic day, guys. It's been one for the HHN fans. Dracula's back. I'm so guys. I'm so excited.
Mine's very exciting.
I'm not going to sleep. For you guys that know, last year when I was editing videos, I'd be up till 4 a.m. and we'd be up all night trying to get things done and stuff. Like, we're back to that time. So it's time to get content.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of things done. We have a lot of work that we have planned out on Instagram, on Patreon, and on obviously YouTube, our larger platform. And I think one thing, even earlier today, I know this is I'm going all over the place, but earlier today we were going through old photos. And we were looking at all the photos that we got with some of our subscribers who met us at the park and stuff. And of course, I get all emotional and stuff. But that's the one thing I'm looking forward to the most, besides HHN, is when we get a chance to meet you guys at the park. It makes our day so much better. It makes the event so much better. There's even days where I'm like, we're just going to the event. We're like, oh, I wonder who we're going to see today. And that truly was probably the biggest highlight of last year. So
for sure.
It's just so much fun. Like, we're still like, we're just random people. We just like HHN. We just want to talk about it. So it's just cool to be in this community and to have amazing people like you guys. And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, like, all this, I wish I can show you guys and stuff. Because what you guys done for this channel and stuff, we're able to put up all these lights and like get some shirts and be like, HHN, you know, like it's fun. It's humbling. It's great. So with that being said, guys, we're going to start.
Here's Brian's 10 minutes at the end of every live stream where he gets sappy.
Listen, look at my eyes. It's been a long day, but we have a lot more to work on. We have a lot coming ahead. This is the start of house announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, HHN, you're slacking. Pick it up. Let's go. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for joining the live. If any of you guys are joining now, I'm so sorry. We're leaving. It's time. Battery's calling us.
Go back and watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, for the beginning. Also,
if you want.
I'm sorry I didn't have like costume or anything. I'm promo Brian for today. But I promise you, in the next live that we do, 2 weeks from now, I will have a costume.
Will you?
Yeah. I made that promise. I'm holding it. All right, guys. That's it for us. Thank you so much for joining. And we will catch you guys in the next video. Like 2 days. Tomorrow there'll be one. 3 days from one. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. Peace out, guys.
Bye.